Hello and welcome to the DISM. I am the Dutch man in San Marcos, and we turn junk into guitars. Let's get going. Hello and welcome back to this next week's episode. Remember, we were fixing the headstock. So I got this all glued on. I've got to get it all sanded up, but you can see it's much better. I was going through my wood drawer too, and I actually found I bought a piece of fretboard, but I actually found a piece that I didn't use. It might have been for this one. So we got this one to slot. So we're going to be working on getting. I found this one here, so we're going to be working on getting the frets slotted for it, and then it'll go on the neck like this, and we'll get it all glued on, and that'll be our neck. So stay tuned, and I'll give you more steps of gluing this on and fretting them. I'll probably give you another shot of my fretting saw, just because I don't think I got a lot of shots last time. I developed a few things on it to make it cut better, so yeah, we'll get set up and doing that. So I'll show you this right after I sand it. I'm actually gonna go cut away and sand it, and so we'll give you an update on this part, and then we'll get cutting the frets and marking this. So here we go. All right, here we go. We got it all sanded up right here. See, so she looks all nice and ready to go. So yeah, we got that piece covered so it looks nice and solid. Just a nice little bit of an arch up here to give it a little contrast. So now we just have to drill the holes for the tuning machines up here, and then work on the fretboard, getting that put in, and then we'll have a real nice neck. So yep, we're making progress. So let's get this neck cut. Okay, so I got this extra piece of mahogany. Remember, I had this piece here, so I cut it off so we can get an end on this thing here. So we're gonna get this glued up, so that'll fit in the box. Looks like just perfect. So let's get this baby glued on there. Get a little glue on this guy. And I found my brush. Get some on this piece. There we go, I found my brush. Let me get a little more glue on that. There we go. I shouldn't be using my top as a workbench. That it's only going to make for a disaster, and then I'll have to fix it. But we'll get the glue on here. This isn't too big of a glue joint, but we want to get them good. So I'll get this glue all spread around here. This will be on the inside of the box anyway, so if I have a bunch of squeeze out, it should be okay. I didn't try it. I heard on a website about gluing two flat pieces together because it's really slippery, and I don't have any out here, but they actually put salt on it, and they said the salt helps kind of grip it. See, like when you put this on here, it has a tendency to wiggle around. So I'll have to try that. I haven't gotten my salt shaker out here. And when I push on it there, it wants to move a little bit, but we'll just go slow and adjust it. I guess the salt dissolves and it grips it while it's still wet to make for a better fit. But it looks like we got this one pretty square. So we got that glued on. We'll wipe off some of that squeeze out. So there we go. Get that piece glued on there. And now we'll work on the fretboard so we can start getting this thing together. I did start marking out the box to where to position the neck. I cut out some of these things that I have to glue into the corners. Just to give me something to screw the lid, down. So I cut 4 of these little guys, and so we'll get those glued in the box too. I was playing around with these wedges to see how much I have to build it up, and I might have to use one of these blocks to build it one more up to get it at the right level here. So we'll go from there. But next let's work on the fretboard. Let me move some of this stuff around so I can get my marker gauge in place in order to do that. So hang on. All right, here's my gauge. I made this a while back for marking the fretboards. On this side, that was the fret lines for the base that I built, so I could get those right with all the right numbers. This one is for cigar boxes. This one even has where the bridge should be with all the lines lined up. So now it's become my template for marking this. And so that way I just set it on here. Set it on here, and then I can mark it. So I want this on the back side because I'm not going to be able to clean it up. So to mark it, when I'm cutting, the saw is down, so this is the bottom. So I got to get the bottom going. So this is going to be up here, the 0 fret. And so I'll get this lined up really square. So I get all these marked. Those will be my marks for the cutting of it. So I'm lined up right. I don't know how accurate this is, but it works for me. They got a lot fancier jigs for doing this. And so the bottom of this is a little long. I might have room, but I can check that quick. I can check that quick to where it's going to come out. So that'll be just right. My box will actually be right here. So I might have to trim some of that off. And my zero fret will be. I've been debating if I should go flush or leave it open like it would be like you'd put a nut in there, but since I got the zero fret going, I think I'm going to put it flush because that still leaves me a little gap. So if that's so, I need to mark this. I need to mark this right about here. So we got that marked. So I think we'll cut this little piece off so that way we don't have to fiddle around with it. So I got all those marked. Oh, I see. I already got a fret slot cut right on this one here. Weird. I must have went and cut it. So I'm going to try to sand this. I'm going to sand this sticker off because I see that I already cut a fret right here. So I'm going to have to extend my lines around and actually use this side. So let me see if I can sand that off. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. We got the fretboard, all the frets cut out, and my little tabletop thing. I was using clamps. I think I'm going to put permanent clamp ones so I can move it quicker. As you can tell, it bogs down, but if I just kind of bump it through slowly, as long as this is stable to the fence, then it gets the job done. So I think that's my first fretboard where I didn't goof up on the cuts. So it came out really nice. I've got the zero fret up there. So be sure to subscribe. Check out my channel. I need more subscribers. Hit the thumbs up if you liked it. Make any comments you like. And we'll see you next week. Thanks. Have a great day.